A man aimed his grappling hook gun at the bank's roof. He pulled the trigger, and the hook latched perfectly onto the metal frame. After securing the safety lock, he quickly climbed up to the roof. Once all three of his teammates were on top, they used suction lifters to remove a glass panel. One of their partners had already hacked into the security cameras so that the same footage would loop repeatedly. This allowed the trio to enter the bank lobby without being detected. Under the man's direction, they avoided the guards and crawled through the ventilation system toward the vault. When they reached the vault, they encountered a gap in their path, but they were prepared. Jack extended a collapsible ladder to create a temporary bridge, and all three of them crawled carefully across. On the other side, Jack placed a fake fingerprint on the scanner, tricking the identification system. John and Rose simultaneously turned their specially made keys. The vault door slowly creaked open, revealing the treasure chest they had been searching for. But none of them dared to step inside. Beneath the vault floor was a pressure-sensitive scale that would trigger the alarm with even the slightest weight change. At that moment, Danny followed the plan and sprayed liquid nitrogen under the scale. Within seconds, the mechanism froze solid and stopped working. A thin layer of ice formed on the floor. John cautiously stepped inside. The needle didn't move. Now all three entered and began searching for the gold coins. Soon Rose found them. But as the liquid nitrogen began to melt, the security system detected the breach and alerted the guards. Just as they were about to escape, Jack suddenly pulled out a gun. He wanted all the gold for himself. The scuffle disturbed the scale, reactivating the security system. The vault door slammed shut, trapping them inside. Within moments, water valves opened, and the room started flooding. It would be completely submerged in a minute. Jack, being an expert driver and swimmer, dove into the water and escaped through the intake valve with the gold. John and Rose were trapped. Then John had an idea. He told Danny to place all the remaining liquid nitrogen tanks on the scale, so the system would detect the added weight and think the vault was already full of water. Danny did exactly that. Within seconds, the flooding stopped, and the water slowly drained away. By the time the security guards reached the vault, there was no sign of anyone. The trio had already escaped through the ventilation system.